15 minutes of mental stimulation are equivalent to an hour and a half of active running. This is a confirmed fact from a recent issue of Applied Animal Behavior Science. Today, we will break down 5 indoor games that burn your dog's energy 5 times faster than a regular walk, using neurobiology instead of physical exhaustion. But before we get to the list, here is a secret trick that will switch your dog's brain from destroyer mode to deep rest in seconds. Forget active play and give your dog a licking mat spread with soft cottage cheese or puree. Research in veterinary ethology proves that the process of prolonged licking activates the parasympathetic system and causes the release of specific endorphins that are physiologically incompatible with barking or jumping. It is literally a biological kill switch for stress that replaces 20 minutes of calming training. Stay until the end, because the 5th activity on our list is a professional special forces method that will wear your dog out to the point of panting, even if you don't get off the couch. Write in the comments right now, how does your pet behave when they are bored? Do they chew on things or just follow you like a shadow? Moving on to our main list of science-based activities. The first and most energy-intensive game is treasure hunt or scent work. To understand why this works, we must look at physiology. The olfactory bulb in a dog's brain is 40 times larger than a human's, and the brain spends up to 20% of the body's total energy processing smells. According to data from the Journal of Veterinary Behavior, activating the olfactory analyzer is the most difficult cognitive process for canines, which lowers heart rate and puts the dog into a state of extreme concentration. In this mode, the dog's focus narrows, external distractors are tuned out, and the process of active problem-solving begins. Instead of just pouring kibble into a bowl, create a complex route. Hide pieces of treats in different parts of the room, under the edge of a rug, behind furniture legs, on low shelves, inside empty cardboard tubes. You can make the task harder by creating a scent trail, by dragging a piece of meat across the floor toward the main stash. 10 minutes of this searching is comparable to a 3-kilometer run in terms of mental fatigue. This is the perfect way to pivot your dog's attention after a long day indoors, as it completely mimics the first phase of hunting behavior, searching and tracking. The second activity is the destruction of the free food concept. In the wild, predators do not get calories without effort, and your dog is biologically programmed to work for them. Studies in the journal Animal Cognition confirm the concept of contra-freeloading. Animals experience more satisfaction and tire faster if they have to solve a task for food. When a dog receives food for nothing, their brain does not produce dopamine in the proper amount, which leads to apathy and destructive behavior from boredom. Take an ordinary cardboard box, fill it with crumpled paper and old towels, and scatter kibble inside. You can also use plastic bottles with holes poked in them, from which food falls out only with specific movements. The need to use paws, teeth, and nose to reach the prey engages the prefrontal cortex, which burns through glucose stores in the nervous system 3 times faster than a regular walk on a leash. This is a simple but effective imitation of the second phase of the hunting cycle, processing and obtaining, which gives the dog a sense of accomplishment. By the way, if this scientific approach to upbringing resonates with you, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Here we break down animal psychology every week through the lens of real research so that your life with your pet becomes intentional and comfortable. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next video, where we reveal the secret signals of dog body language. The third item on our list is indoor parkour and proprioception. Most house dogs suffer from so-called hind leg amnesia. They do not realize them as a separate tool, which overloads the front of the body and reduces overall coordination. Use sofa cushions, rolled-up blankets, or even short stacks of books as obstacles. Ask your dog to slowly step over them, stepping into the center of each barrier. According to veterinary rehabilitators, such exercises on unstable surfaces engage deep stabilizer muscles and ligaments that are almost never activated during a normal run on asphalt. This is a kind of yoga for dogs that not only burns calories through static load, but also makes your pet more self-confident. The dog's psyche tires due to the need to constantly monitor body position in space, which requires high concentration. Complicate the exercise by asking the dog to freeze for 3 seconds when one of its paws is on an elevation, This is an isometric muscle contraction exercise that is incredibly effective for physical development and mental endurance. The fourth game that develops self-control is the shell game, or cups. This exercise is considered the gold standard in impulse control and cognitive analysis training. Research in learning and behavior indicates that inhibiting impulses is the most exhausting work for a dog's nervous system, requiring a massive expenditure of neurotransmitters. The need to sit and wait while you move the cups with treats requires immense tension in the prefrontal cortex. The dog must not just find the food with its nose, but track the movement of your hands and make a choice based on visual information. It is the development of this skill, the ability to think while excited, that helps dogs not pull the leash outside, not react to passers-by, and handle stress better. 15 minutes of this game replaces a full training session at a park, while the dog learns to focus on you as the source of the most important information under conditions of high interest in a reward. You can increase the difficulty level by increasing the number of cups or the speed at which they move, forcing the brain to work at its limit. And finally, our secret tool at number 5, the indoor flirt pole. Essentially, it is a giant fishing pole with a lure that allows the dog to make sharp accelerations, jumps, and changes of direction in a space of 2 square meters. According to research in animal physiology, these short cycles of explosive load mimic the final phase of the hunt, pursuit and capture, which is the most energy-intensive and emotionally saturated part of a predator's biological cycle. Just 7 minutes of work with a flirt pole exhausts a dog physically in a way an hour of jogging won't, as fast-twitch muscle fibers are engaged here. However, veterinarians from the Journal of Small Animal Practice warn, never conduct this game on slippery laminate flooring to avoid microtraumas to joints and ligaments. Use a rug or play on a non-slip surface. It is important to remember the emotional component. Always let the dog catch and kill the lure at the end of each cycle, reinforcing the success with a treat. This is necessary to complete the biological chain of the hunt and prevent an increase in frustration and cortisol levels that arises from endless pursuit without a result. To consolidate the effect after any of these activities, it is recommended to give the dog something to chew on, for example, a deer antler or a dried treat. Chewing, like licking, lowers arousal levels and moves the body into a state of rest. It is important to remember that physical fatigue is only half the battle. A dog that has run 10 kilometers can remain anxious and destructive if its brain has not received a load. True peace in the home is the result of satisfied instincts, searching, hunting, and problem-solving. By using these 5 activities, you will not only save your furniture and nerves, but also become the most important and interesting partner for your pet, opening access to the most exciting worlds right in your living room. A happy dog is not the one falling over from running, but the one whose intelligence was in demand throughout the day. Intellectual games also help prevent age-related cognitive changes. Dogs whose brains are regularly trained maintain mental sharpness and joy for life longer in their senior years. Remember that every pet is individual. Some will like nose work more, while others will be thrilled with indoor parkour. Experiment and observe which activity brings your dog the most satisfaction. Write in the comments, which of these games will you try first? Or maybe you have your own unique way to keep your dog busy on a rainy day. And don't forget that a mindful approach to animal behavior is the best path to harmony in your home. Take care of your loyal friends, develop their abilities, and see you in the next video.